But that's it on that story. We're going to move on to this new story in California that just, we literally just got this news a few minutes ago. California has enacted a right to death statute. Is that what's going on?
Well, it's called the California End of Life Option Act, and it passed the state Senate and Assembly last month, marking a huge victory for people in the death with dignity camp.
I like it, death with dignity.
So the law allows terminally ill patients to seek medical aid in ending their lives as long as they've been given 6 months or less to live by 2 different doctors, provided a written request and 2 oral requests at least 15 days apart, and are deemed mentally capable of making decisions about their own life. In passing this, they join Montana, Oregon, Vermont, Washington, and in having end-of-life options.
This whole, Kevorkian getting his way deal is what's really disturbing to me about it is people are always going to find a way to kill themselves, whether it's legal or not. Whether it be by bullet, by noose, by whatever means, by jumping off a building, they're going to find a way. What bothers me is that who are these doctors? And I've watched a documentary on this, and of course that makes me an expert since I watched one documentary on it. And what really happens, if it's anything like, I think it was based in Oregon where this documentary was, and how it worked there is that a doctor actually prescribed regular medicine that heals something, and they prescribe it in large doses. And the person pretty much just overdoses on these pills, and they have people in these organizations that come help. And, my question is, how can these doctors do this with their Hippocratic oath saying, do no harm?
Well, isn't extending the life of a critically and terminally ill patient harming them? What's the point? They're dead anyway.
Well, the fact
6
of
months,
it,
according to California's bill.
Right, but the fact of a doctor ending a life, to me, is, like I said, as ethically, I just don't understand how they can purposely end a life.
We do it to dogs all the time.
But people aren't dogs. People are humans. We can't put people down like dogs.
Humans are still animals, and I think if it's the merciful, most humane thing to do, I mean, right, isn't that where that word comes from, humane, human? If it's the most humane human thing to do, then we should ethically do it.
I think you got a point. It's what we do to dogs, and now they're doing it to humans. We're treating humans like dogs. And like I said, I don't think doctors should be involved in that process. That's, if people want to kill themselves, they're going to kill themselves, like I said.
Well, people are always going to kill themselves, but I think we're confusing, somebody who's going through some very difficult times in their life with somebody who is physiologically dying and has less than a year to live.
Like I said,
we're confusing that, and I think these people that are extremely sick are not the kind of people that are going to use a shotgun or a building or a knife or some other means of suicide. These are the kinds of people that are would otherwise be on hospice and are looking for just a comfortable way to fall asleep and not wake up.
But what really concerns me is the fact that doctors are partaking in putting people down like animals. But that'll be that's a new story. It's developing. Like I said, I think another state, New Mexico, is also working on it.
Yeah, New Mexico is also working on passing some end-of-life options, some death with dignity stuff.
I like the name "death with dignity." It's committing suicide, but whatever. I think I don't know if Dr. Kevorkian is still alive or not, but I'm sure he would be.
I think he passed away a while back.
Naturally, or did he? No.